After 65, stop doing these 4 things if you want to stay independent and strong. Have you ever caught yourself saying, "I used to be able to do this so easily," only to feel frustrated when your body doesn't move the way it used to? Aging isn't about losing strength, it's about adapting, so you can stay independent for as long as possible. But too often, people over 65 unknowingly hold themselves back with habits that make aging harder instead of easier. If you want to stay strong, confident, and capable, it's not just about what you do, it's also about what you stop doing. One of the biggest things to stop after 65 is ignoring your balance. It's easy to take balance for granted until one small misstep leads to a fall. And the truth is, falls aren't just accidents. They're signals that your body needs more attention, more care, and more movement that strengthens the muscles keeping you upright. A strong body starts with a strong foundation, and balance is just like any other skill, it can be improved. Think about the way our ancestors moved walking across uneven land, crouching, reaching, always engaging different muscles. Today, we spend more time sitting, moving in straight lines, and avoiding movements that feel challenging. But by skipping those movements, we weaken the very muscles that keep us steady. So instead of relying on furniture to balance yourself or avoiding activities that feel too risky, start training your balance every day. It can be as simple as standing on one leg while brushing your teeth, walking heel to toe across the room, or practicing getting up from a chair without using your hands. These small actions train your body to stay steady, and that steadiness means freedom. Another thing to stop doing is avoiding strength training. Many people think lifting weights or doing resistance exercises is for younger folks, but that couldn't be further from the truth. After 65, muscle loss happens faster unless you actively fight against it. And losing muscle doesn't just make you weaker, it affects everything: your energy, your ability to get up from a chair, even your metabolism. The good news? It's never too late to rebuild strength. You don't need to lift heavy weights or spend hours in a gym. Simple bodyweight exercises like squats, leg lifts, and push-ups against the wall can make a world of difference. If you prefer something more natural, think about traditional movements: pounding corn, lifting baskets, carrying firewood. Every movement that challenges your muscles helps keep them strong. And strong muscles mean fewer injuries, better posture, and more confidence to move through life on your terms. Taking control of your balance and strength isn't just about avoiding problems, it's about opening doors. The door to independence, the door to feeling good in your body, the door to a future where you keep doing the things you love without hesitation. Another thing to stop doing after 65 is skimping on protein. It's easy to fall into the habit of eating less as we age, maybe because appetite changes, cooking feels like a chore, or we just don't think about it as much. But here's something most people don't realize. After 65, your body actually needs more protein, not less. Not getting enough protein is like trying to build a house with no materials. Your muscles, bones, and immune system all depend on it, and when you don't get enough, your body takes what it needs from your muscles, making you weaker over time. The trick isn't just eating more food, it's making sure the food you do eat is packed with protein. That doesn't mean you have to start eating giant steaks or chugging protein shakes like a bodybuilder. Think about foods that have always been part of a strong, nourishing Dyelian meats: fish, beans, nuts, eggs, and dairy. Even something as simple as adding an extra egg to breakfast or a handful of nuts to a snack can make a big difference. And if cooking feels like too much, there are plenty of easy, high-protein options: Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or even a warm bowl of beans with a little seasoning can give your body the strength it needs. And here's something else to consider: when you pair protein with movement, your muscles actually absorb it better. So instead of just sitting down to a meal, try taking a short walk beforehand, stretching, or doing a few simple exercises. It's a small change, but over time, it helps keep you stronger, steadier, and more energized for the life you want to live. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise you. Stop thinking that resting means doing nothing. There's a big difference between good rest and inactivity. Your body needs rest to recover, but too much sitting, too much lying down, and too much avoiding movement can actually make you more tired, more stiff, and more prone to injuries. Think about the way our ancestors rested. It wasn't just about sitting still for hours. Rest came in different forms: active rest, like stretching, walking, or doing small, steady movements that kept the body engaged. Even something as simple as standing up and walking around every 30 minutes can help. And if you feel stiff in the mornings, don't just sit and wait for it to pass. Gentle movement, stretching, or even massaging your hands and feet can wake up your body and keep you feeling your best. At the end of the day, staying strong and independent after 65 isn't about making big, overwhelming changes. It's about knowing what to stop doing, stop ignoring balance, stop skipping strength training, stop eating too little protein, and stop mistaking inactivity for rest. Small changes lead to big results, and every step you take today makes tomorrow easier, stronger, and more full of life. And here's something important: stop ignoring your social connections. Independence doesn't mean isolation. Too many people think that staying strong and self-sufficient means doing everything alone, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Our elders have always known the power of community. Gathering, sharing stories, passing down wisdom, these are the things that keep the heart full and the spirit strong. The problem is, after 65, it's easy to drift into solitude without even realizing it. Maybe friends move away, family members get busy, or you start feeling like you don't want to bother anyone. But loneliness isn't just about missing people. It has real effects on the body and mind. Studies show that chronic loneliness can weaken the immune system, raise blood pressure, and even speed up memory loss. And here's the hardest part: the more isolated you become, the harder it feels to reach out. So how do you change that? Start small. You don't have to force yourself into big social events if that's not your style. Instead, think about the little ways you can reconnect. Maybe it's calling an old friend just to say hello. Maybe it's chatting with a neighbor, joining a local group, or even volunteering for something that means something to you. And if you're not sure where to start, think about what used to bring you joy: music, crafting, gardening, dancing. Chances are, there's someone else out there who shares that same passion, just waiting for a connection. And here's a thought: what if instead of waiting for people to reach out to you, you took the first step? A simple invitation, a warm greeting, or even a kind gesture can open doors you never expected. You don't have to do life alone, and staying independent doesn't mean pushing people away. True strength comes from knowing when to stand on your own and when to lean on others. At the end of the day, the choices you make now shape the years ahead. By letting go of the things that weaken your body and spirit, ignoring balance, avoiding strength training, skipping protein, mistaking inactivity for rest, and shutting yourself off from connection, you set yourself up for a future where you don't just get by, but truly thrive. So, what's one thing you can stop doing today that will make your life better tomorrow? Let me know in the comments. And if this video gave you something to think about, don't forget to like and subscribe, because every week we're sharing more ways to live strong, stay independent, and enjoy every moment life has to offer. Here's to a future full of strength, connection, and the freedom to live on your own terms.